But no. But
you
no,
can flip flop them, but I feel like Kim's.
I gotta go with your list.
I got Kim.
Nicki.
I got Kim.
Nicki, Kim.
No, you said it right.
No.
Kim, Nicki.
You
said it right, Kim. You said it right. You got it right. You said Kim, Nicki.
Do y'all look at like somebody like? I don't think nobody here look at Kim as like an icon, right?
A legend, maybe, or not an icon.
Not an icon.
Not a legend.
Yeah, a legend, but not
Is
an
Nicki
icon.
an icon?
I would say yes. I would say yes to a degree. I would say yes to a degree.
Is
Yeah.
who is
But that's based off of her success music wise, not her influence.
Prince's icon?
Who?
Prince.
Absolutely.
Mike?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think anybody new. Is the Weeknd icon?
If you're talking about pop music, yes.
It just no icon. No, we ain't gotta specify. Is he an icon?
Well, if he's an icon of pop music, I guess he gotta be an icon.
Okay. I don't got Weeknd as icon.
I'm on my phone right now.
Hell no.
Why? You don't got Weeknd's icon. What is he missing? Please explain to me what is he missing.
What does he have?
All right, hold on. Let me go to what the Weeknd has, because I was just looking at that. Weeknd, Super Bowl,
Okay.
billions of streams,
Okay.
influence in fashion, yes, definitely. Records for the most songs with over 1 billion streams.
Okay.
Most streamed song in history. #1 hits.
Okay.
Heavy duty list. I'm not even going to listen to the number of listeners. And basically over 1 billion views on YouTube videos. 4 Grammys, an MTV Music Video Award, and a couple other awards I can't name off the top of my head.
All right. What makes somebody an icon? You can answer this. Well, what makes somebody an icon?
Awards. Album sold.
Awards is politics, though.
No, yeah, that's true. Album sold. Longevity.
How many albums sold? We gotta be specific here. Is everybody sell out?
Yeah.
You want to give?
What you want to give them? What, 4 or 5?
You want me to give you?
You can get 4 or 5.
Well, you want to give me? You want to give me? I define an icon as
What?
universally recognized, meaning globally.
Okay.
That too. Yeah.
Globally recognized.
that's
I agree with
Influence
that.
in both music, genre, and style.
Okay.
Critically acclaimed. He got that. And also symbolic of an era of a music movement.
Okay. Let me add to that
Go
because I agree with most of those.
Okay.
Being an icon is an aura.
He has
Yeah.
that.
Like if somebody just come around, like
He has that.
like Beyonce has, does he?
Yes.
I don't think he
No.
got that. I don't
Yes,
think
he ain't got it like
I don't think he
yes.
got that.
He ain't got it like B.
No.
No, he ain't gotta have it like that.
No.
Just
He gotta have it.
Yeah, he gotta have it.
I'm never putting him up there to say he has it like any. He has his own following of an aura. Yes.
He has a following. Then you got Rihanna. Like Rihanna's
She's
an
an
icon
icon.
to me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
she's
saying?
an icon.
You just have a certain type of aura around you. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you walk in the room, everything changed.
Okay.
I don't think the Weeknd got that.
No, I don't think so
Depending on what
either.
room you put him in.
And then I feel like also makes somebody an icon. I agree with you. Say global. You gotta have the global reach. If you don't have the global reach, you ain't.
Yeah, he got.
You ain't no icon.
That. He has that.
But some things he don't got. There's a couple things Weeknd don't got.
I'm listening.
That's why I don't feel like one. I don't think he got the aura. I don't think Weeknd got an aura
No.
where it's like
No, he doesn't.
when Weeknd is around, you look at him as
Everything's
an icon.
stop. Yeah, everything's
I don't look at him like that. He also doesn't have any kids.
Yes, he does.
Who? Nobody else tries.
Brent Felix and Gibeon.
I don't call them Weeknd kids. Not even close.
I do.
Not even close.
Because I hear it in the music. That
Yeah,
melodic.
you think so?
Yes, that
I don't think
melodic,
so.
that dark, that
No.
somewhat dark R&B. Yes, I hear it.
I don't
hear
hear
it.
that, though.
I hear in both of them.
I
I'm
hear
sorry,
it.
I hear in both of them.
That toxic type of genre. I don't really hear it in them too much.
I
man.
hear it. I hear it in both. In
Some of
them
their
two.
music reminds me of like when Bryson Tiller first album came out, and that
Yeah.
wasn't dark. It was just the beats were a darker beats, but I don't associate dark beats with the
Yeah, we can
Weeknd.
come up before Bryson, but that's my problem.
That's not the same type of music though. Like
But-
dark,
but
you
you
can't
said-
take a genre beats. He wasn't the first one doing dark beats, so you can't be like dark beats.
No, he the
and
one
Weeknd.
that made it commercially successful. He may not be the
That
one
don't
that was
mean he was
doing
the first, though. That-
But he was
first don't matter.
he was the one that made it commercially successful. And then when you hear the type of sound that he's making, and then you hear that same type of similar sound coming from other artists.
That's a
what you
Toronto.
want?
That's a lot of it's a
But you just
Toronto
made an
sound.
argument about what Nicki did with took Kim, somebody's style, took Kim joint, made it her own, and then now
Right.
she's more influenced than
I
Kim
don't feel
was.
like the Weeknd does have a sound, but I don't feel like nobody else. That's more of a Toronto sound. It's not really a Weeknd
Yeah,
sound.
that's what
it's
it
a
is.
Toronto
It's a
sound.
Toronto
Like,
sound.
a lot of them Toronto dudes sound
Like
like
when you
that.
hear them other,
They do, but
What's the
I mean,
group-
in Toronto, he's already probably he's a huge influence. I
Like
ain't gotta worry about that.
2013, Weeknd made an when Drake dropped "Take Care." Weeknd did an interview and said there was this. Let me read it verbatim because I don't want to misquote him. And now let's see if this changed your mind when you talking about his influence. So this is what he said. So Weeknd said when because Weeknd helped out with some of the "Take Care" Drake album, right? So this is what he said. This is Weeknd talking. He really wanted to incorporate my sound, which was inspired by his sound. It's not like I had the new sound. It was easier for him to relate to me because it was his sound with an edge. It was that Toronto sound.
Okay, that was when that's when he first started. Take Care. I know that's when he first started.
No, I mean
that man has transitioned since then.
No, this is what the Weeknd is saying about the Weeknd sound. That era, that House of Balloon, all that type of era.
That was the start of that. That man has transitioned since then.
Right, now he does more pop.
But he does.
Right.
But you talk about the dark sound, that started then.
But he does the pop with the dark sound.
Like what?
He transitioned the pop with the dark sound.
He does the same thing.
Yeah.
The same songs sound the same way as House of Balloons. 28 sound like a lot of these songs.
A lot of songs sound the same.
Anytime he dibbles in R&B, it sounds just like he was doing House of Balloons.
House of Balloons to me was a sound that to me personally, I don't think I ain't hear too much again. Last time I might have heard that
but
was
that Brett Fire stuff, they don't do pop. That's the sound. That's Toronto sound.
That's some of that sound, but
they don't do pop music. So whatever sound you say and they do that sound like Weeknd is not. It's not
the pop.
They
it's
doing
the dark
House of
sound,
Balloons.
but it's not the House of
Right.
Balloon sound.
It is.
It's not the House of Balloon
dark.
sound.
That dark type of dark beat.
Right, that slow beat.
That's the dark
thing.
type.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's House of Balloons.
Not to me.
That's that era. Like Weeknd is telling you, like
Not to me.
It's Toronto sound. That's where he like this authentic sound. A lot of it's Toronto sound, and so I don't feel like the Weeknd like. I feel like with his type of points there, because I feel like Weeknd don't really got no care. I feel like everybody's icons. They have a group of people that just want to be like them or try to make music like them. I feel like Weeknd also play a lot into these politic games.
Which is
So like bundling music so you sell more. Like all the little politics and tricks that a lot of smaller rappers do. Or the smaller artists do, so their first week sales look a lot bigger than normal. I feel like if you're an icon, you don't really play those type of games like that.
You don't have to.
For one, Drake don't bundle, Beyonce don't bundle.
You talking about monsters?
Rihanna didn't bundle.
You talking about monsters?
You an icon. Icons, you an icon. Like if you an icon, you shouldn't even play those games. Taylor Swift do that, and that's why I don't rate her that high.
You rate Janet's icon?
Who?
Janet.
Yes,
for a time. Yeah.
Janet's icon.
Yeah, she's
Janet's icon.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like we can play little tricks that an icon wouldn't do.
Justin
Make
Bieber
himself a
icon.
little better. His sales a little better.
No, hold it. Justin Bieber icon. Yeah, exactly.
That's a tough one.
Exactly.
He there. He close. I don't think he icon yet. He close though.
Oh, okay.
He close.
Yeah, they got him listed.
close.
They
close.
label him icon.
Now I can admit that it might be a lot of people that would say he is though. I ain't gonna. I just feel like he close.
And Weeknd got way more accomplished than that guy.
Yeah, he close. I feel like he close. I feel like when you look at certain like Weeknd has to create I don't assign any trends to Weeknd.
What you mean?
Like I don't what trends did Weeknd really? You know what I'm saying? Like incorporate and where's his staple? You know what I'm saying?
As far as what? As far as music or as far as influence?
It's as far as trends, because that sound, that pop sound, should I credit that more to him or somebody like Bruno Mars? Because all them Starboy sounds, that sound more like Bruno.
To a degree.
Yeah.
A lot of that's Bruno too. You know what I'm saying? Who
to a degree.
just as successful with it too as well.
It's in the middle because Bruno's style still have a little funk to it.
To me, his biggest thing that I think took his trajectory was Starboy. And I don't hear no Starboy in Bruno Mars.
I feel like Bruno Mars can make. I like that.
No, see, Bruno still have a little funk, a little R&B funk to it. You know what I mean?
He got funk. He don't, but he does funk. He don't do dark melodic. He does a little bit more.
Yeah,
funk.
you're not gonna hear Bruno Mars with a song like 16.
Right. It's far between Starboy and then you got Blinding Lights. I'm not.
I can't say that.
I know you can, but that's his biggest hit.
It is. That's probably the most song.
That's the
most
most
time.
song.
Yeah.
That's one of the most. That's the most streamed song of supposedly of all time right now. That's his biggest hits. And when you you can't stand it, but Bruno and them ain't touching it. You're not. I don't hear that sound. I don't hear that sound coming from them more so than I hear his sound of his style of that sound the other way. That's just me when you talk about influence. So that's where I go with that.
Now he got, and I feel like too. I don't know if y'all been following I feel like somebody like Icon, they transcend music. Can y'all agree with that?
He did.
Right, generation.
To a generation, to a point, he did.
Everything he has dropped as his solo outside of music has flopped. His TV show he dropped, it flopped, canceled. He just started in the movie. He getting canned for being one of the worst actors on it.
He can't act.
The Weeknd is not transcending music though, successfully. How you an icon, you can't really dabble into other fields successfully.
He's still trying. He ain't done.
He flopped.
He been flopping.
He done.
But everybody didn't make it their first try.
Most people when they transcend though, and they
first try.
successful. They at least successful as far as numbers wise. at least in there. I feel like the Weeknd, he's still stuck in that bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like when Nicki transferred, she do other things. They call her the highlight of it. When she drop her perfume, that go out the shelves. I think she got a sneaker joint right now too. Them joints selling now. I feel like when people touching these bases.
All right, but this goes back to my Pac. This goes back to my Pac argument, and what Pac said a long time ago when he said, "What's going to cause your cells to sell?" Pertaining to the women or pertaining to the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Weeknd, when he comes to the drugs, the sex, the pain, the dark depression.
Good old music days.
Yeah, exactly. That's not too much women related as opposed to is a lot of dudes related. And dudes are not going to run out here and start supporting your other projects or other trajectories outside the world like the women do.
Well, you can't say that. You're the most streamed artist, one of the most streamed artists, ain't you?
The music, yeah. I'm talking about when you start talking about transitioning to other fields.
Nah.
Like me, I'm a Weeknd fan, but I'm not rushing to go see this movie.
Nah, but the women when he dropped his TV show.
But the women are not the biggest.
When he dropped his TV show, the one that was on HBO,
yeah, I know.
It broke the ratings.
It did.
People watched it. It just was trash. People
right.
like
I agree because I was one of the ones that was watching it. Yeah. I was like, all right, I can't. That song off of there, though, is my joint.
Is Drake an icon?
Of course. That's an easy one.
What's the difference between Drake and Weeknd, though? Because numbers wise, they almost Weeknd might actually have better numbers because you're talking about on a pop scale.
I think because Drake,
you know what I'm saying? Like
I think Drake got more kids,
and Drake is more accessible. You know, most icons ain't really accessible.
I think Drake got more kids.
He got more kids. That's
that would be my only argument with that. He got more kids. Drake got way more kids than Weeknd will have. That would be the first thing. Anything
that's probably about it. Like,
record sell. I mean, well, Drake got everything else accomplished: record sales, Grammys, awards. He got influence. He got everything else. Transition. He got everything else to a degree. He has everything else.
So he has them beat.
Huh?
You saying he has them beat?
Who's Drake?
Yeah.
To a degree, if he's not better than me, who Drake? I'll have Drake.
I think we got better numbers. I think we got better numbers though. I think we got better numbers.
What, music wise?
Yeah, I think it's pop joints. Remember what you just read? They hired Drake.
Yeah, they might be hired, but I still. You want to tell me Drake?
Drake got better impact.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's an icon.
No,
but Weeknd got better numbers. Is what you saying?
Yeah, Weeknd got better numbers.
That's why I'm saying. To me, Weeknd is right there. He's an icon.
Because it depends how you look at it too. Because this might be a small part or a big part, depending on how you think. Weeknd don't really got no stains on his name.
He don't.
Drake got stains on his name, so that could affect how much listening he got compared to Weeknd. You can't really think about anything negative about the Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? That make you not want to listen to him.
Unless you just want to pick apart it. All
that's what I'm saying. You ain't really. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pick apart. You gotta pick apart Weeknd.
Like you ain't gonna hear.
But he don't. He's very. He does that Madonna. I don't even want to say that. He does. But he does that Madonna.
Yeah. Is Madonna icon?
Yes, of course.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
And I told you this about Weeknd before too. He the only one I know that could sing about smacking a girl, beating her up, and the girls love it. Like he's singing it, like the way he sounds singing it, like bad. Like.
And that's what I'm saying. So I would have to include her sound into her style into. He's an icon, bro. I'm sorry. Weeknd's icon. Weeknd's icon.
Y'all think somebody's not? You think somebody's icon that's unpopular that we might disagree with?
That's an icon that's unpopular.
Yeah, you got somebody that's like a stretch of icon. Because I feel like hip hop get murky.
What you mean?
Like, would you call Master P an icon?
A legend.
A legend. Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, legend.
Not icon.
What about Wayne?
Wayne might be an icon.
That's Lil Wayne icon?
Yeah, I would say Lil Wayne icon because he got too many kids out here. He influenced too much.
Yeah, Wayne Prey.
Yeah, he got too many kids out here.
Cuba icon?
No, legend.
What, you got an MW what? Well, Dre gotta be icon. Gotta be.
Yes, Dre is.
Yeah.
Dre is, but not Cube.
Okay. That MWA period don't make him an icon?
No.
Of what they meant?
Unless you put them all together.
But even if you put them all together, that's still a group that's not him individually.
Yeah.
But is Easy an icon?
No.
You put them all together. You gotta put them all together.
Right. NWA is an icon because that whole era of what they put.
Individually, no.
But individually, when they went solo, no.
New Edition icons.
Absolutely. Don't even disrespect me like that. I don't care what he said. I don't care what argument he said. He must be crazy.
I would say that second run from that TV show and up made them icons. They transitioned into a whole nother era. They still touring now, and they got a whole new life.
Yeah,
like a whole new life
on top. For a while.
That's what I'm saying. People ain't, and then like, they
that movie just brought them
put
back.
respect on their career. That's what I'm saying.
Though. But I don't care. They icons. Here you go. Here comes the bullcrap.
Is it more BBD than it is New Edition?
No, it's New Edition.
Because more people
It's New Edition.
Wanted to see BBD.
BBD might have been
that put New Edition more in the spotlight.
BBD might have been the better selling song wise as far as hip hop. But that was New Edition first.
But BBD kept it going.
Probably put the mic a little bit.
BBD kept it going tour wise and doing their thing.
But that's still New Edition, right? But that's still that you came from New Edition, then you did your own.
Came from right? But if it wasn't for them keeping it going.
And like all that made New Edition though.
Right.
I guess New Edition count as BBD. Like
right. That's all New Edition. The only reason why they said it in the interview. They said the only reason why they broke off is because the style of music. They each wanted to do their own individual style of music.
Yeah, we got the icons all figured out. So I mean, look, let us know, man.
If we miss somebody, throw somebody's name out there.
Yeah, let us know, man. But it's through the scope is Queez.
B.
Yo.